Next one up, Suzuki Hyabusa. This is a 72 plate. This is a returning client. He did have earlier one of these, which I had done a few years ago, but he bought this back in January. It is a 72 plate, 4,000 miles. She is hanging. Oh my God, this right here, folks, is why it's so important to get your bike properly protected. A nice dosing of ACF 50 or XCP from new will have prevented all of this corrosion. Every single nut and bolt is starting to fur up. The pinch bolts, oh my gosh. Anyways, this is gonna get a full works package. We will give this a Snowfoam safe wash, degrease, decontaminate it. We'll get some of these screws off of there. I'll get those polished up. And then we'll get it into the workshop and up on the bench. And I am going to prep it, and we're gonna coat it with the Ultimaxx Signature Pro Ceramic. I will airbrush it onto every nook and cranny of this bike. I will put a bit of XCP on a few nuts and bolts beforehand, as they are already corroding. Look at that chain. Such a shame. 4,000 miles is all this bike's got. Anyways, enough of my jibber jabber. Let's get her all cleaned up, get her looking like it should. Get some ceramic and get some XCP corrosion protection on it. Give me a couple of hours. Okay, this beast of a Suzuki is now washed, degreased, decontaminated, blow dried. Now time to crack on with a bit of detailing. Just gonna take a few screws off. Don't know whether you can see on that. Look how rusty this stuff is. This is 5 months old, this bike. Look at that. Oh, rusty. So we're gonna get a few of these screws out. I usually touch them up with a bit of paint, but as this bike is so new and he's going with a full works valet, we will polish these screws up, get a bit of copper slip on them as they were frozen in there. So we'll get these out, get some polish done on them, get some copper slip, and then we will crack on with a bit of detailing, polishing, and protection. Just put a bit of the XCP chain lubricant on this chain to give it a good soaking, as it was so dry. Put this on first, give it a good soaking, really good chain lube, and then we'll top it off with a bit of the Silkaline titanium gel just for that cosmetic look. Let's get all this collector box polished. Lots of bits and pieces to detail on this. There you go, quick rub down and polish. Now to get a nice coating of copper slip, we'll get those back in and crack on with the other two. And here's the other side. Look, it's like black with rust. What is going on? What are they putting on the roads nowadays? Much better. These are as new. Probably better than new. Let's get some copper slip, get these back on, and get the other ones. Go 3 hours on the dot. This Suzuki Hyabusa has been fully trotted and looking freaking sweet. Oh my god, this thing was in a right state. This has had one of our legendary 4 works valets, which includes the Ultimaxx Signature Pro ceramic. I didn't airbrush the ceramic down on the bottom half as it was in quite a state, so we've cleaned everything up the best we can. All these little bits and pieces have all been mirror polished. All your screws there have all been polished up. We've XCP'd everything down below, all your suspension linkages all up underneath your subframe. Everything's had a nice misting of the XCP all behind your forks. We've polished up the exhaust. It had loads of burnt on tar everywhere, has had burnt on tar, all been removed, mirror polished, all that chain's been attended to, wheels have been polished up. We've then prepped all the bodywork. It is a matte finish, so I can't really do any machine polishing on it. I did machine polish the windscreen as it was all scratched up. Got all the scratches out, got a nice bit of gloss and clarity back to it. Same with the mirrors. We prepped it, treated to the Ultimaxx Signature Pro ceramic. This thing is absolutely gleaming. That ceramic works so well on the matte finishes. It just leaves that nice bit of sheen. Obviously now fully protected. All done, 3 hours on the dot. Get yours booked in now, 07966 249 963.